Very impressive and incredible. I feel for the team down the back there, so I'll try and be the roaming mic. We love you all.
This one, mate. Linen. It's unforgiving.
It takes a strong and intelligent man to realise his dreams and achieve his goals in life and love. A man that's not afraid to live life to the fullest and embrace what is truly important. But it's not about me today. We're here to talk about Andy Cohen and his future. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Andrew Sutherland. And like so many of us here today, I've known Andy for nearly 40 years. I feel very privileged to have been asked to speak today, when in reality, each and every one of us could say so much about our dear friend. Andy's given me 15 minutes, but I don't think 50 would do it justice.
Take your time, mate.
Yeah, I was given 3 by the MC, and that's how I'll get to you. They say you haven't really seen a tree until you've seen its shadow from the sky. And for those of us who were privileged today to be flown by helicopter, I know what an incredible experience, very thoughtful, very generous. Thank you, Andy. Well, here we are, indented head, IH. I know what you're all thinking. It's Andy's sanctuary and his haven. Nelson Mandela once said, there's nothing like coming to a place that remains unchanged, only to find the ways that you yourself have altered. IH seems frozen in time and has given Andy so many magic memories, and in fact the entire Cohen family, and Michaelis and Marx's. And, well, speaking of family, we've already touched on Sally and Sheldon. Let's give it up for them. And we all know, don't blame the dog, blame the trainer. He is what he is because of them. Behind every child who believes, there are parents who believed first. Sally and Sheldon are fantastic. Matriarch and patriarch. And thank you for having us in your beautiful home today. I'll just finish off as was alluded to. Sal and Shell are the biggest and most positive influences in Andy's life. Then of course we've got Kate and Juan Carlos, JC to his mates, Natalia and Michael, the MC Hammer time. Let's give it, you're a natural, mate. His role is to introduce people who really need no introduction and to keep the mic away from Andy for as long as possible. But a fabulous effort for them coming all the way from Los Angeles, so thank you as well. And to Sophie and Grant in their absence, and the twins Chloe and Charlotte, I know they're sending our love, but last and by no means least, and everyone's favourite, Vanessa.
Oh, thank you. Yes. My house is your house.
Thank you. Well, they say friends are the family you pick. And I think it's important to mention a couple of Andy's lifelong friends who aren't with us today, but who still play a vital role in Andy's life. Simon Bernard, Jules' husband, was one of Andy's longest and dearest friends, sadly not physically with us today, but always in memory and spirit. We've got Rob Featherstone. Andy and Rob shared a mutual love of Hawthorn. And of course Michael Fox. Andy was one of Foxy's favourites. I always remember a night in Irving Road, we went into Foxy's gym. There was Scotty McGuinness, Clunes, Johnsy, myself, Matt Langford and Foxy, and there were a couple of pairs of boxing gloves lying on the floor. Well, Andy couldn't wait to be laced up and spar with Foxy. He said, oh, my dad was in the armed forces in America. He fought for America in the war. He's taught me how to handle myself. Now, I don't know if you can see this, but we're at Foxy's house, and Foxy had arms down to his knees. He was phenomenal, and he had a very long reach. Andy is literally shaped up I think he even said, put your dukes up. And he started shaving up. Well, obviously it didn't last long. There was one punch through the gap, nose, blood, grease off his shoulder. It wasn't pretty. So who is Andrew Louis Cohen? Born this day, March 18th, 1967. Well, let's break the acronym down. Andy, what does it stand for? Well, he is authentic, if nothing else. He is awesome. Or is that OAR? And he's obviously always on. He's a natural, he's a networker, and he never lets you down. The D, he's decent, dependable, and after all these years dealing with the pointy end of town and government, he is obviously a diplomat and represents Australia very well. But why, some of you will be sad to learn this, and I don't want to shatter any of your myths, but Y stands for Yobbo. Not many will realise or know, Andy was arrested and had his day in court for indecent exposure as we left the MCG one afternoon. And the other part of Y, which he's very proud of, obviously, he's a Yank. Thanks to Sheldon. So why are we here today? It's not to celebrate the inevitable passage of time, but something more. Everyone has birthdays, but not everyone has a friend like Andy Cohen. Andy, you've reached 50. That's a big milestone. That's 50 birthdays. That's a whole lot of living. Enough to establish the character of a man and really know who he is. To give you a snapshot of the man's character, let's wind the clock back to the 80s. Shoulder pads were in and everyone had big hair, even Andy. In 82, he had 16 relatively good years. In 1982, we had the fourth form geography excursion. And we were racing up to Ayers Rock. We were about 35 kilometres outside, just near the Olgas, on the Lassiter Highway. And anyway, someone's pinched Andy's glasses. Now back then, if he didn't have his glasses, he could not see the hand in front of his face. So then all the buses started to, I was talking about the old, say, oh, look at this, what happens this? Well, Andy had a wit of fella stage. So it fit a jealous rage. And he started screaming at Treaty Lewis, the bus driver, and saying, boy, I'm missing bloody Ayers Rock. I'm going to play the main attraction. It was very funny at the time. Dancing class was always a highlight for us. Every Thursday night, Matt Clemens, Ross, myself, we'd swing by 67 Barclay Street, pick up Andy, off to the Murdochs, onto the Malvern, send Clooney's in to buy our 6 BB cans, go to Mrs. Green's house, pick up Scotty McGuinness, and we'd head to the Uniting Church to impress the chicks. Andy was like the king of Moomba. Everyone loved him and everyone knew his name. In fact, it was Andy, Emma Bloom, and Andrew Moffat who were like the RSVP.com grinder of the 80s, matchmaking everyone. It was no surprise to us when Andy, with his dexterity, his uncanny hand-eye ball coordination, and his freakish large quads, that he fell into a boat. No, I mean, he literally fell into a boat. Andy used to do cross-country for Scotch, and he was running along the Yarra Dam, the oars were resting on the side there, he literally tripped, stumbled, and ended up in an 8, where he remained for the next 10 years. He was a very keen athlete. Well, when I say that, he was keen on athletes. He always loved Mim, Royal South Yarra Dams, and he ranked in the WTA, Women's Tennis Association. He loved Looney, captain of Bats and Cats, and he loved Scotty McGuinness. But he loved Hawthorne, he was trying to get the Hawthorne through his face. But I must say, Andy to this day is still the best football first 18 team manager to ever go through that. No, that's not to be laughed at. We appreciate it. As we all know, Andy was very sure-footed with his deft touch, so it was understandable and inevitable that he was going to go on to great sporting achievements. I've done well as best I can until now. I've delayed it, but in 1984 he was named captain of boats at college. Let's give it up. We've got the vice captain as well, Michael John. Johnsy, you could have been wrong. We didn't ever do a subject, Captain and Selby Smith, first 15 rugby and much, much more. No. He is a scholar. In 1979, if you would realise, but he was Dux of Scotch College Junior School. Junior School. Mate, he's going to be in ex-Fletch, John Godwin, Mike Russell. History, you go. Economics was one of Andy's best subjects. He ultimately went on to Monash University and achieved his degree in economics. And it was during an HSC option exam that Steve Hawkins, dear friend who's in Toowoomba at the moment, was trying to get Andy's attention to actually look at a couple of answers. But Andy was so focused and intense on his own paper that he didn't see the signals. Well, the next thing you know, we hear this incredible whack. Then we hear a thud. Give me a thud. Everyone turns around, and there's Andy, prostrate on the desk, motionless. There was all sorts of confusion. Mr. Hawser had to do a report for the principal, and he surmised it. Hawkins hits Cohen, Cohen hits desk, Hawser panics. We thought he'd find it, but he ran in the mid-drift and he got it. The very next week, we had another economics test, and Andy, well, it's his forte, and he finished very early, ahead of all of us, and we still had a couple of pages of questions to go. He got up and he wanted Mr. Hawser to mark the paper in front of us. He said, just let me get it rolling early, I can then relax over the weekend knowing I did pretty well. Reluctantly, Mr. Hawser agreed, and he started marking Andy's paper. No. He looked up and he said, you're down, you're well down, Cohen. Sure, mate.
Little exaggerated.
No, I'm not. Yes, stop it. Take your time. Coincidentally, this day, March 18th, 1985, I accompanied Andy, where we've all been, it's like a rite of passage, and accompanied him to Vic Roads in Carlton there, and he went to get his driver's license.
Worst driver.
No, he's a good driver. You did well. He passed the practical. And we went inside for the mandatory eye test. So we're in there, the driving instructor's asked Andy, there's a chart, they've all sent it, the eye chart on the back of the wall, and into the room. The letters there were C, Z, W, IXN, OSTACZ. And the driving instructor looks at Andy and he says, now can you read those letters on the bottom row of that form? And he looks at me, then he looks at the driving instructor, he says, read them? I'm not a bloke, his father's parents are friends of mine. As we all know, Andy went on to row for Australia. An outstanding achievement which we are all proud of, mate. He knocks the green and gold. In 1988, after competing overseas for Australia again, Andy brought a gorgeous blonde home. Not an uncommon occurrence, something he'd done many times before, whether it be Stacey Allen, Fee McLean, Chrissy Meehan, me. But this time, I don't know whether she knew that Andy lived with his mum and dad. I don't know whether his mum and dad knew that she was going to live with them for literally years. Her name is Meta Tuesday. Andy once again exceeded all our expectations. This beautiful Norwegian rock star. Danish, thank you. It was unbelievable, and actually it was only some months after Meta's arrival that even Olivia Newton-John started wearing headbands. I don't know whether it's appropriate now and what you ever said to your mum and dad, but how did that shower screen door inexplicably explode? Apparently Meta was as clumsy as Andy. Andy, talking about move on there, and still in the 80s into the 90s, we'd all finished university, and a lot of graduates were negotiating large salaries of somewhere between 19 and 26,000. But Andy negotiated his down. But it enabled him to row at 5:30 in the morning and start work a little later and get to the office later, as well as leave a little earlier at 4:30 to be back on the river. He remained loyal and underpaid for years whilst he rowed for Australia. and learnt his craft of banking and finance. Finally, after many years, 4 or so years, he and Michael Johns decided to travel overseas, and Andy had his first holiday. And they went to New York, and whilst in New York, they popped into one of Richard Chapman's mates, Andrew Daddo, and he was host of MTV at that time. So they went in and saw, and on the way, as exiting the studio, you can imagine in New York, MTV, hundreds and hundreds of people. So as they're exiting, Johnsy yells out, "Don't look now, there's the Australian rock version from Midnight Oil! Who you doing?" And Andy was mobbed, and he's signing autographs in his element. He loved it. Anyway, whilst in New York, Andy thought he would go and visit the office and put a face to the voice of the guys, the people he'd dealt with for all the years over the phone on the trading desk. So he walks into Merrill Lynch, and from the first person, "Hey Andy, great to meet you. So sorry, mate." Second person, "Hey Andy, lovely to see you. Thanks for coming." "So sorry, mate." Gets about the third person, Andy says, "What's everyone sorry about? Why are they apologising?" "Oh mate, didn't you hear? Merrill's Melbourne shut down." So whilst he's on his first holiday, he's got no job. So he cuts John off whilst he's in the office. This is just, incredible of Andy. He notices a job opportunity within Merrill Lynch based in Berlin. So he says to Johnsy, "Sorry mate, cut you loose. You have to finish solo." And he went and bought shirt, tie, reefer jacket to match the summer moleskins and R.M. Williams boots. Took himself to Berlin, and he sat in that reception area all day to meet with someone. Now he would have been there, because bankers start early, so he knew that. He's there at 7 early in the morning, sitting in reception. This man comes out. "Guten Morgen, wie geht's? Gut, danke." And, I speak a little bit of vernacular, but he'd done a bit of Deutsch, and he knew, he could, as we know with Andy, the way he delivers it and his confidence. So this guy goes back in. The day passes, and the same man comes out, and it's bordering on evening now, and there's Andy still there, and the man says, "Wie kann ich dir helfen?" Which is, and Andy knew a bit about, wie viel Uhr ist das time, and "Du bist ein hübsches Mann, you're a beautiful man." And the guy's asking, "How can I help you?" So Andy says, "Sprechen Sie English?" And they start talking English, go back into the office. It just happens, this is the managing director of Merrill Lynch. He was so impressed with Andy and his tenacity and patience and desire, drive, willingness to sit there. He gave Andy the job. Incredible. And that's a sign of your character, mate. From a very young age, Andy has demonstrated this persistence, the courage, intelligence, his charm. He's a winner, he's loyal, loving, and of course, family and friends oriented. Aside from some of his lamentable quirks, Andy is a true friend. He's there when you need him. He's always good with the advice, whether it's asked for or not. Not a mere theorist who's read the books. He walks the talk, and he walks it tall. I know he's shy about his good deeds displayed in public. He's very modest. However, on this occasion, I'm going to ignore your finer feelings, and I think it's time we out it.
Yes, yes,
You've
yes.
got to come out of that closet. And I'm talking about his philanthropic pursuits, which are prolific. And one I'd just like to share as an example is his thoughtfulness and generosity. And last year he galvanised our HSC 1984 Scotch year and asked us all to donate to raise money to secure the naming rights of a laboratory in the new science building, the Sir Zelman Cowen Centre for Science at Scotch, in memory and in honour of Simon Bernard. Now, few would realise or even know, but Andy underwrote that, and it's a significant sum. And today, there's a fitting memorial from his family, a symbol of his medical career, a sign of our respect as his peers, but most importantly, Andy's love for Simon. So very generous. I thought it opportune also at this time to list some of his other personal qualities. So I asked a couple of you, and Clooney's mentioned his thin nostrils, extra large quads, and his hirsute forearms, but that's not what I was really had on mind. So, did I? Oh, sorry, it was worse. It was a lot worse. So I asked a few earlier today, Andy, and in summary, we admire your opinion, as I said earlier, whether it's us asked for or not.
Are you sure?
And we admire the delivery of those opinions. We value the way we can agree to disagree yet always remain friends. We admire your humour and your humility, your boundless energy, your thirst for knowledge and your zest for life. We all know that Andy has a strong sense and love of family. He has high integrity, loyalty and honesty. I think it was Groucho Marx who said, if you can think always, you've got money. You were best man at Sally and my wedding and elopement in New York. And the only memorabilia and record of our joyous occasion that day in New York was a 25-minute video which somehow we entrusted with Andy and he taped over. Talking crap with Ian Arnold on the Staten Island ferry. You're a good father to many friends, children here today, like Mim and Emma and Caroline, and our son, and many around the world. And our son William, of course, who adores you. I think you're the only person to walk into our son William's place of work. Yeah, my goodness.
They're leaving early.
Alright.
Or someone's arriving.
I'm not due for another 10. Alright, I'll wrap up. But he's the only one to go into, yeah, my goodness, and think that all those freckles, smarties, lollies were free because they're not behind the counter. But in fairness, when he did realise, he nearly bought the shop. Despite your incredibly, this is about it, despite your incredibly busy life that you lead, the incredible number of cities you travel,
Wait. We have a few. That's not planned.
despite the 11 countries that you manage, and the incredible number of friends and family you have around the world, and I do mean around the world, you still manage to make each and every one of us feel as though we're the most important person in your life. You still call me every Friday, you call all of us on our birthdays, you still come to every AFL grand final whether Hawthorn's favourite or not. You still knock on Budge and Moff's door every Christmas and join the festivities. You still dress up as Santa at the Scotch Lads Chrissy gathering, which includes Rob Williams, and still take a genuine interest in all our lives and our kids' lives. You still love Emma, you still love him, you still love everyone else. Now Clooney doesn't suffer fools gladly as we know it, and he calls a spade a shovel. But I did ask him for some clarity on the banking world and what Andy actually does. And Andy said, mate, he works at the pointy end, the very pointy end of a very, very large business, and he's bloody good.
Oh, beautiful.
Now Mike Bartlett, Sally and I were with Sir Rod Eddington a couple of weeks ago. He is the Australian chairman of JP Morgan. So I took the opportunity to ask Sir Rod, what do you think, how is Andy Cohen? And I quote Sir Rod, Andy Cohen, he could run the world. Many years ago, I think we saw Andrew Reddick and Amanda, and we were in Andy's car and the phone rang. He had it on hands-free, and it was Drew Barrymore, the actor.
Oh, was it?
Yes, stop it, I'm telling you. So, Drew Barrymore says, hey Andy, I'm having this party tonight. Your friends, Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson are coming. I'd love you to come. True story. Andy says, thanks anyway, babe. I've got my friends here from Australia. We've got so much to do and so much to talk about and catch up on. Thanks anyway. Hangs up on it. Unbelievable. I'm selfish. I love this one and Owen Wilson. I don't want to always start with Andy and I'll start with the but that's just an unselfish. You're not running it. Incredible. Anyway, I know that what I've learned in life, it's not what you have in your life, but who you have in your life that counts. And we are all blessed to be going through life with you, Andy. Yeah. There's so much more I would like to say about you, mate, but I'll finish by quoting an Australian Victoria Cross Medal winner, and some of you have heard this quote before. but it bears repeating today. It was Ben Robert Smith talking to Hale College in Perth, a boys' school, and he said, remember, it's not a single act. It's not winning a grand final. It's not the winning or losing of a grand final that counts. It's not the exam that you pass or fail. And it's not winning the BC medal which defines you. It's who you are always. You need to give 100%, and to coin a phrase, have a crack, fellas. And that, ladies and gentlemen, to me, beautifully describes what separates so many from Andy Cohen. He always gives 100%, and he has a crack. Finally, and this is the last one, to quote one of my favourite authors, and someone that's had an indelible imprint in all our lives, Dr. Seuss. Andy, you are you, that's truer than true. There's no one alive who is youer than you. Would you all raise your glasses on behalf of, I think I can speak on behalf of us all when we say, Andy, we love you and thank you. Raise our glasses to friendship and to birthdays. Andy, may you have many, many more. Happy birthday.
So Danny, are you next? Danny, are you next? Behind you. Now on. Yeah. It's just